A very special team from Virginia Task Force 1 is back home tonight after more than 2 weeks down in the Texas flood zone along the Guadalupe River.
Right, that deadly flooding over the 4th of July weekend killed more than 130 people, including more than 24 girls at Camp Mystic. A local team of canines and their handlers had the grim task of finding the victims' remains.
Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Carey spoke with them about their difficult mission.
This is how Charlotte Grove and Canine Ivy spent much of the last several weeks on the Guadalupe River searching for flood victims. They were deployed together in 2022, witnessing the destruction of Hurricane Ian, but the scene in Texas, devastating in its own way.
It was so localized, but the destruction was just absolutely enormous. And the length of the river that it went, it was unlike anything I've ever seen.
There are canines trained to find survivors, but the 3 dogs from Virginia Task Force 1 that went to the Texas flood zone, their handlers and 1 supervisor, those dogs are specially trained to locate human remains. They searched on land, in debris piles, even out on the water. Their work bringing answers to families searching for loved ones.
I think the focus is to bring everybody home. Everybody that we can possibly find.
For Tiffany Perez and Bunker, it was their very first Virginia Task Force 1 assignment. Their focus along the riverbank.
I just always am looking for other ways to help people, and so this was my opportunity and I took it. Definitely a sad situation, but I'm glad that we were able to help in some way.
Tiffany was also struck by the scope of the damage and by the support from the community there.
They're all super thankful and appreciative that we were out there helping as well, especially coming from so far.
Each day ended with a vet check for the dogs and a bath after work in potentially contaminated water. The Virginia Task Force 1 team doesn't know yet exactly how many recoveries they helped make. Every time a dog alerts, a second canine team comes to verify. The first team moves on. They do know their work was vital.
I don't like to call it closure because I don't feel we're giving closure, but at least we can start the process. They know where the loved ones are. We brought them home, and you can start the grieving process.
In Fairfax County, I'm Carey, News 4.
The Virginia Task Force 1 group was also joined by 1 canine team from Montgomery County.